facilitating change to an expeditionary force. The next flight is named for the first woman to enter the Air Force, Staff Sergeant Esther McGowan Blake. Blake Flight. Sergeant Blake enlisted in the first minute of the first hour of the first day that regular Air Force duty was authorized for women in 1948. They are followed by Binnaker Flight, named for the 9th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, James C. Binnaker. Chief Binnaker facilitated Master Sergeant's professional education and significant changes to the enlisted performance report. The next flight is named for the first Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Paul W. Airy. Airy Flight. Not only was Chief Airy the first Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, he also helped create the Airman Promotion System and recognized the need for professional military education for non-commissioned officers. They are followed by Kingston Flight, named for the 10th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Gary R. Kingston. Chief Kingston made significant improvements in airman entitlements during Desert Storm. The next flight is named for the 4th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Thomas N. Barnes. Barnes Flight. Chief Barnes promoted racial and gender equality throughout the Air Force and quality of life issues for all airmen. In the center of the parade field are the 737th Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps, Murray Flight, named for the 14th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Gerald R. Murray. Chief Murray focused on leading expeditionary airmen while placing greater emphasis on family standards of living. The flight selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are named for the 12th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Eric W. Finken. Finken Flight. During his time, Warrior Week was created for basic trainees to better prepare airmen for today's joint fight. They are followed by Cody Flight, named for the 17th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, James A. Cody. Chief Cody implemented the new Airman Comprehensive Assessment, along with developing teams to assess the future career paths for airmen. They are followed by Matthews Flight. Staff Sergeant Archibald Matthews was awarded the Medal of Honor as an engineer and ball turret gunner. During an operation, his plane was attacked. Although he was ordered to jump from the crippled aircraft, he stayed behind to attempt to land the plane and preserve the injured pilot's life. The next flight is named for the 2nd Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Donald L. Harlow. Harlow Flight. Chief Harlow further developed the Airman Promotion System and revised eligibility for flight pay. The next flight is named for the 8th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Sam E. Parrish. Parrish Flight. Chief Parrish influenced improvements for military retirements and uniform changes. They are followed by McKinley Flight, named for the 15th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Rodney J. McKinley. Chief McKinley influenced significant improvements in force shaping, retraining, and fitness standards. The last flight to pass in review today is named for the 16th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, James A. Roy. Roy Flight. Chief Roy influenced major change in developing airmen and making education more accessible to the force. At this time, please find a place to sit. Thank you and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Werner.
Please join me in prayer. Holy God, we are humbled to be gathered here today to honor the newest airmen in the United States Air Force. We thank you for their efforts and dedication, which are evident before us today in their pride, professionalism, and proficiencies, showing the strength and unity of our nation. We thank you for the support of their families and loved ones who have developed and encouraged them on their journey. We also thank you for our leaders and military training instructors whose countless hours and tireless efforts have transformed them into airmen. And we are grateful for the families who have supported instructors and sacrificed time with them, allowing them to accomplish their missions. We ask that as our airmen continue their chosen path, you will guide and bless them as they selflessly serve our nation with integrity and excellence. We ask these things in your most holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Werner. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. On behalf of the 37th Training Wing, Commander Brigadier General Trent Edwards, welcome to the Basic Military Training Graduation. We are honored to introduce our 37th Training Wing leadership, beginning with the wife of the commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Mrs. Vanessa Edwards, and their son Dylan. Representing the commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Colonel Thomas Sherman, accompanied by his wife, Lori. Today's reviewing official is the commander of Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Colonel William Fisher, accompanied by his wife, Jamie. The wife of the Command Chief Master Sergeant, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Mrs. Mona Ori. Representing the Superintendent, Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Sharon Fuller. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. The airmen who will pass the review today have completed a demanding 7.5-week program that provides Air Force units throughout the world with trained airmen. Part of this training includes the time-proven concepts of military customs and traditions, of which this parade is a vital part. All graduating airmen will also march over the enlisted heroes walk. They will lead the way for the thousands of airmen that will follow, all reflecting on our enlisted heritage, tradition of honor, and our legacy of valor. Our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Joshua Feshram, Military Training Instructor, 320 Training Squadron. Colonel Fisher will review today's ceremony.
Because they're gonna go through all this stuff right now, a whole bunch of stuff. So right now I'm gonna go to the restroom. Let me just leave it there until I get back. I just come back 10 minutes. I'm gonna bring everybody forward. Okay. I'm gonna pull the flag.
please be seated.
Set to command. March to command in review. Tab, order, march. Tab, change post, march. Heavy squadron, order on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating airmen happening in review today represent a portion of the 33,000 recruits who will complete basic military training this year. 737 Training provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the enlisted corps of the greatest air force in the world. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Air Force. The flights you will view today are a representation of the enlisted Air Force. Each flight represents an enlisted member of the Air Force who has embodied our core values and contributed to its heritage. As our graduates turn left onto the farm to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes wall. The airmen recognized on the paper have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States Air Force in armed conflicts, including present-day operations in Afghanistan. They include 7 Medals of Honor, 25 Air Force Crosses, and 171 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps Murray Flight. These flights are performing today under the direction of Master Sergeant Samuel Johnson, hometown Stratford, Connecticut.
This is his own.
These trainings are also basic military training, but have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. We would like for you to notice our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed in review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review.
Just likes to make it kind of swing. So we'll do that, and then as they start to get closer, I start panning out, and then so I get that lines here, grid line. It's usually far into the screen, and then you just leave it there for the entire review.
Now passing in review, our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Joshua Petro, military training instructor at 320th Training Squadron, hometown Milwaukee, Oregon. The Sergeant School Corps representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force number 14 Murray Flight, led by Master Sergeant Lisa Harrison, hometown Oxford, California, and Technical Sergeant Sierra Ochoa, hometown San Juan, Texas. Technical Sergeant Dwight Scott, hometown Charleston, South Carolina. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 10, Kingston Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Timothy Durden, hometown Columbus, Georgia. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 4, Barnes Flight, led by Master Sergeant Leah Bernhardt, hometown Reading, Massachusetts. The flight selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 12, Benton Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jeffrey Callhall, hometown Neely, Nebraska, and Technical Sergeant Carlo Kimona, hometown Sydney, Texas.
Hey, hey, hold! Hey! Hey! Get up! Hunt!
The B Squadron Commander is Master Sergeant Jose Rodriguez, Instructor Supervisor, 319th Training Squadron, hometown Santa Ana, California.
Hey!
Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 17, Cody Flight, led by Staff Sergeant Lindsey Green, hometown St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey! Ready! Hold!
Representing Medal of Honor recipient Staff Sergeant Archibald Matthews Flight, led by Staff Sergeant Jessica Fairchild, hometown Midland, Michigan. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 2, Carlo Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Christopher Klein, hometown Logansport, Indiana. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 8, Parish Flight, led by Staff Sergeant Courtney Hill, hometown Meridian, Mississippi. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 15, McKinley Flight, led by Staff Sergeant David Rich, hometown Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 16, Roy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Crystal Holt, hometown Walker, Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warrior airmen with the foundation to serve in the world's greatest Air Force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will attend technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 130 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of over 84 Air Force bases around the world or work directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the Air Force. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment while maintaining home station readiness. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the U.S. military, an even smaller percentage in the United States Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey and will require your continued support to assist in their future endeavors. These airmen are the future of our Air Force, leading the way for future generations of airmen as we continue to fly, fight, and declare. Congratulate all of our Squadron Honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service for core self, and sustained excellence these airmen displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward to the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement helped motivate these airmen through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force Basic Military Training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of American Airmen for the support of your airmen and the greatest air power the world has ever known.
But it's not that.
Colonel Fisher will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I have one question. How do we do? So, ladies and gentlemen, just 7.5 weeks ago, you trusted me and my staff to take care of your loved one. It's a responsibility and an honor that my staff and I take very seriously. And we are grateful for the trust that you have placed in us. And I think you'll find that we did a pretty good job. Today is also about tradition. And so I'd like to ask a favor for all our veterans in the audience today. If you could please stand up and be recognized. These airmen standing before you today are standing on the shoulders of our incredible veterans. It's your legacy of honor, your history of valor and virtue. We stand on your shoulders. And we can only do what we do today based on your incredible history. So I thank you for your service today. I'd also like to take a moment to thank once again our military training instructors. These NCOs and senior NCOs are truly the best that the Air Force has. They build our Air Force one airman at a time. And it's their pride, their passion, and their professionalism that ensures our Air Force remains second to none and allows us to do what we do anywhere, anytime. And so thanks to our NTI Corps for another job well done. And to our families and friends here today, thank you so much for coming from all over the world to honor our graduates today. We are so happy that we can include you now in our Air Force family. I think you'll find that not only are we creating some incredible men and women, but we have an awesome Air Force family that we take care of each other. And so ask your airmen today, ask them about the wingman concept. Ask them about the core values that we've been talking about over the last 7.5 weeks. That's what makes our Air Force great. That's what allows us to do what we do all around the world. So thank you again for joining us today. I'm so happy to show you the world's greatest airmen. Thank you very much. So finally, to the Air Force's newest airmen. Think about how far we've come over the last 7.5 weeks. You could have been anywhere 7.5 weeks ago, but you chose to show up here. And I am so grateful for that. Your country is grateful. Even people that don't know you are grateful because of the awesome things that you're going to do from this day forward. But I've only got one thing I need you to do. I need you to take those core values that we've been talking about over the last 7.5 weeks, and I need you to own them. I need you to make them your own and live those core values every single day of your life. And so the concepts of dignity and respect and the wingman concept and those core values is what's going to get you through the tough times ahead. It's going to make sure that our Air Force stays strong. And that's how we're going to do great things for our nation and the world. So I have just one question for you today. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're ready.
I think they're okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Colonel Fisher will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers appointed over me
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
according to regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our newest airmen recite the Airman's Creed and remain in place for the departure of our official party. I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its sentry and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter.
Thank you. Please be seated. They are followed by the Harlow and Parrish flights. The last two flights are the McKinley and Lloyd flights. Airmen in the state flag mast thank flight will be released to their visitors at the equipment locker to your left after they secure the flags. Airmen in the drum and bugle corps Murray flight will meet their families at the north side bleachers near the equipment lockers after